My name is Melissa Soderberg. I'm the head of Columbus Academy. And we are, at the closing this year, taking a moment to say goodbye to the 8th grade in middle school. We are here to honor you, 8th graders, honor what you have done and what you are becoming. We are here to thank the middle school faculty and staff for their commitment to you as students and their love of teaching you. And we are here to acknowledge your parents and guardians for the love they have poured into you and the wisdom they have about growing up. And in addition to closing and saying goodbye, we're also here to collectively think about your future. For these thoughts, I'm going to rely on an old proverb. Behold the turtle, for he makes progress only when he sticks his neck out. We have become a risk-averse society. COVID has made us that way. Lawyers make us that way. Our conveniences in the 21st century in America make us that way. At your age, I rode a bike without a helmet. I went to lots of places completely out of contact with my parents. I had no cell phone. I played field hockey with only shin guards and a mouth guard when a coach made me. When I was young, my family drove from Kansas City to Cape Cod to the Canadian shore of Lake Erie every summer. And as the third child, I was free to hang out in what we called the way back with my Basset Hound and some luggage, and there were no laws about car seats. I don't even think there were car seats. Now, I'm not advocating that you do any of these things because science and technology have made the world a much safer place. But the problem is that we human beings, we grow up and develop in the same way we have for centuries. And all the apps in the world, and all the safety equipment in the world, and all the laws in the world won't help you become a more mature and responsible person in the ways that mean the most. That has to do with good old-fashioned experience. Upper school is going to be a time for you to stick your neck out and take some daring steps. You are going to have much more freedom, and that means you will need to make decisions about how you're going to use your time. And some of those decisions are going to be really bad. Those moments are going to be great blessings for you. You will learn, just as in the saying, that life gives its tests first and its lessons later. Stepping into a new world like high school is going to be wonderful, but it's also going to be daunting. There is just no way around it. The other students are older, they may be bigger, they tend to have gotten the hang of the right balance of freedom and serious work. There are, however, lots of ways of approaching a big, intimidating thing in life that are a lot better than stewing about them or getting anxious about them. One of my favorite remedies is offered by Eleanor Roosevelt, a first lady who was a shy and gawky girl and was 8 years old when her mother died and 10 years old when her father died. She was raised by her grandmother and a teacher who was very committed to her as a young woman. Eleanor Roosevelt is famous for saying many things, but especially the mantra, do one thing every day that scares you. See, I even have a book that reminds me to do this. It says, do one thing every day that scares you. And it reminds me to step outside my comfort zone and to grow a bit. On one page it says, life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. On another it claims, daring to be the fool is the first step in the direction of wisdom. I don't see your job in upper school as getting all A's or becoming a top athlete or a lead in every play. What I see as the most important work for you is to become an interesting person. You need to learn important things. You need to care about important things. And you need to do important things. And the best way to get started is to challenge yourself to do things that scare you. Participate in a club you never thought you would join. Do a crazy 14-hour math challenge, write for the newspaper, get yourself out of the regular things that you do and expand yourself. I'll even lend you my book. Best of luck, 8th grade. I look forward to seeing you in the hallways of upper school.
Two students have been chosen to reflect on their experience the past 3 years in middle school. They are Nate Yeoman and Izu Woke.
As a kid, TV shows and movies always made me think that middle school was supposed to be the 3 worst years of my life. Like, in middle school, you were either one of the popular kids or you're not. But these past 3 years have shown me something different. They have shown me that the people you surround yourself with can change you. And I was lucky enough to have 79 amazing classmates that I could count on. No matter what challenges we faced during middle school during the pandemic, we got through it. Whether it's having to lug our backpacks everywhere or following the taped arrows that decorate the hallway, we still managed to make great memories. After mastering the art of Zoom classes, we still managed to have fun during our COVID-adapted naval battle, and we had a great time being the first class at an all-month business fair. 7th grade was definitely tougher. COVID was still a thing, but it was getting better. No more social distancing, but masks were still mandatory. We had to learn to manage sports, our social lives, and how to survive Dr. pop quizzes. Even though we couldn't do much because of COVID, we still got to have fun. We rode horses and learned to square dance at Mon Valley. We got to learn about different organs on Organ Day, and we learned how to ice skate without falling. Well, most of us did. To the rising 7th and 8th graders, I know it might be hard, but make sure you enjoy the small things. Like the conversations at lunch, or laughing with your friends in class. The people you meet, the friends you make, and the memories you share will show you that middle school is better than it sounds. Don't be afraid of change. Embrace it. You'll meet new people, make new friends, and new memories to keep with you for the rest of your life. Enjoy it. It goes by faster than you think. To the rising freshmen, here we are, older, wiser, taller, and smarter. Our final year of middle school is over. I still remember laughing with my 6th grade math class as we watched the video we made saying goodbye to our big mom. The time went by so fast. We've met so many new people and strengthened our friendships. We were the first class to go to DC in 2 years, and we had an amazing science fair and a very, very hot art. And even though our class is divided between 2 sides of the iron curtain, we are still able to come together and stand strong as leaders and future freshmen. I still can't believe that we're actually here. After all the challenges we faced, we made it through. We're growing up, and we're growing up in an amazing community with so many awesome people to guide us along the way. We're also growing up together as a class. I know we've had our ups and downs, but I wouldn't change anything that happened these past years. Because everything that happened brought us closer together and closer to this moment. Upper school is where I watch out, because we're coming, and they aren't getting away. Congratulations to the class of 2027. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
Welcome to everyone here, and thank you for coming to this year's middle school and 8th grade closing ceremony. Our class has gone through a lot these past 3 years. We faced COVID with our masks on while we were in school and our computers out while we were working from home, unless we were playing video games on them instead. In our hybrid learning pods, we carried our backpacks to all of our classes, never using the new lockers we had waited so long to have. COVID took away Froyo, which we had dreamed about for 7 straight years, thanks to the remixed version of Shake It Off, which we sang each year at the lower school closing. And yet, through all of the things we missed, we still found a way to get through the year and be happy. We were resilient, and we stuck together through all of the difficulties we faced. We changed how we operated the business fair, delivering the goods we had worked so hard on to different classes around the school in plastic bags, instead of setting up shop in the harbor. We changed the naval battle, finding joy in sneaking in extra rolls of duct tape to make our ship as great as possible, even if we weren't allowed to race. And although so many things changed, we became a little bit closer as a grade because of the things we were lucky enough to still do. After a summer of getting booster shots and finding ways to see our friends, we moved on to 7th grade. There, we faced more challenges. Dr. B's grueling pop quizzes, thank you Dr. B, learning how to diagram a sentence, and our first ever exams. We also settled into the positive side of things. Not having to wear a mask if we didn't want to, having tea in Mr. Henry's class while learning about Gandhi, playing kickball and PE, and more. But new struggles were ever present, even as those we had faced in COVID faded away. Now, as 8th graders, we have conquered another year of new things. We battled as communists and capitalists in the Cold War learned new math equations, read classic books like To Kill a Mockingbird, and presented our first science fair project. With each task given to us, we came together to face it head on, all while finding joy in the things we did because we were thankful to be doing them together. And now, as our final half day of middle school comes to an end, we are faced with something new, upper school. No more recess, no PE, the same advisory each 4 years. And as our freshman year draws closer, we, as a class, have a new chance to hone our abilities, to make new connections, and to pursue the opportunities that we've never had before. High school will be hard, but there is nothing in our 3 years of middle school and in our 7 years of lower school that we haven't been able to overcome, especially when we do it together. So instead of looking at high school as something we'll have to muddle through, let's look at it as something positive. The next chapter in our lives, one filled with new opportunities and experiences, the ability to try new activities, to join clubs, and to be the person we want to be. And through everything high school entails, the good and the bad, we will prevail, just as we always have. We have learned and grown so much, so I want to share some of that wisdom with our younger middle school students. To the class of 2029, make connections with your teachers. They are a resource for each and every one of you, and they will be there for you academically and emotionally. When the time for your first exams comes around, set aside everything else when you study, especially your phone. Focus on your work and find comfort in the knowledge that everyone who has come before you has gotten through them, just as you will. Make new friends, try new things, and have fun. To the upcoming class of 2028, you are about to reach the final stage of your years in middle school. Improve your study skills, work hard, and most importantly, find joy in everything you do. This is your final year to really prepare yourself for high school, but in doing that, remember to have fun. Having a positive attitude will get you through anything the upcoming year has to throw at you. Finally, to my classmates, the class of 2027, we made it. Through 3 years of hard work, dedication, and change, we have emerged victorious. We survived COVID, we survived exams, and now, after another year of fun, exploration, and hard work, I am happy to congratulate each and every one of us on surviving middle school.
Will the first row please rise? Noor Alberini. Willem Joseph Barney. Maximilian Justice Baumgartner. Harper Lee Bean. Andy Becknell. Noah Preston Bird. Max Barry. Sujay Rao Bilikanti. Griffin Joseph Bowman. Sophia Rowan Campbell. Layla Isabel Shaheen. Harper Church. Leah Michelle Denver. Zachariah Drizzy. Gavin Hunter Freitag. Tyler Edwards Frickle. Drona Reddy Gadana. Addison Rose Griffith. Billy David Griffin. Morgan Hall. Will the second row please rise and move forward? Zephyr Harrison. Zoe Hashman. Isabella Hira. Avery Holbrook. Brandon Holfinger. Rosemary Florette Evelyn Jenkins. Thomas Hale Jenks. Maya Ali Joyner. Ella Coxell. Jackson Neat Cradle. Jared Nick Cradle. Charlotte Lee Kurtz. Justin Lee. Sally L. Lee. Jacob Leifer. Eva Y. Lynn. Chang Liu. Owen Michael Lucas. Dylan Lucas. Walker Lux. Will the third row please rise and move forward? Caden B. Mealy. Lincoln Moffett. David Musa. Brett Ari Munster. Catherine Corso Deviser. Izuchi Tochi Woke. Terrence Neil O'Donnell III. Saya Okabe. Ella Oliver. Kendall Elise Owens. Lila Parrish. Arya Patel. Anthony Lewis Penny. Jackson Rodaka. Thomas Charles Ruby. Alec Shaw. Kendall Raquel Singleton. Sophia Jane Smooth. Gavin Hartley Snow. Noor Suga. Will the fourth row please rise and come forward? Morgan Elizabeth Spalding. Mira E. Greenwood. Gabrielle Stewart. Aiden Tan. Michael Tishbach. Arthur Philip Vahidian. Emily Van Hulst. Eleanor Caroline Vaughn. Ishan Azrani. William Thomas Whitson. Clement J. Williams. Alexander Wolford. Amaya Danielle Wood. Bo Wood. Ari Worley. Nate Yeoman. Xander W. Young. Zena Nini Zen. Claire Zhao. Alexander Zakowski.
You know, the last thing a middle schooler wants to do is get dressed up, get put on a stage, and have to walk across the stage and have everybody watch you. It's the last thing a middle schooler wants to do, if you know anything about middle schools. We spent a lot of time practicing yesterday as much as we could, and I'd just like you all to give them a round of applause because they did the best thing they could. I get it, it's not easy being you, I know. Before I say a few remarks about this class, I want to acknowledge parents and families, extended families. You join us in this journey with your kids. We recognize it's a labor of love. You know, as a parent, of being close to people who are parents and have kids, we know the work that it goes into each and every day to get your kids in a position to just come to get to a point like this. And we appreciate you. Thankfully, as the principal, you get to interact with all families, not just one set of families, but I get to know parents, extended family members, I get to know kids, and I get to know all the things that you put into the journey and all the ways you think about what's right for your kids. And I just want to say we appreciate you as a faculty and as a school, and thank you for sharing your children with us. This class is described by their teachers as creative, willing to embrace creativity, unafraid to take risks in their work, energetic, enthusiastic, and having a knack for showmanship. They were supportive of each other, and they thrive collectively when they work together. They like being together as a group, and that's when you get good energy from them. They, as children do, did not fall short on pushing or resisting boundaries. This class loves to have fun, and they search for fun in everything they do. They have a vast range of personalities, plenty of humor, seriousness, and depth. That depth was on display this year with our Explorer Buddy program. It was the first year we started a program where the 8th graders would spend time with our youngest students. They showed us the true meaning of joy as they interacted with and led our 3-year-olds on adventures in our campus's outdoor spaces. Seeing our big kids with our little kids was an example of how inspirational children, when left to cooperate, are. It also demonstrated the impact they have on each other, minus any interference from adults. Their empathy, care for each other, and their willingness to learn was apparent. Their love of nature and their overall just happy sense of being. The reflections you heard always confirmed for me the value of the experience they have here. Your kids get to this point, the end of their 8th grade year, and it is by far not the end of the journey. And they're able to think about their experiences in and around school. Then they can communicate the highs and the lows and the effects. And then they tell us that they have some sense of how they're going to move forward. I would say that at least one of the goals shared by parents in our school is to do all in our power to put children in a position to take the next step forward. This class is ready to take the next step forward, and our hope for them is that they remember the hurdles they have already crossed and remain strong in who they are and who they will become. Duke's women's basketball coach, you may be familiar with her, you may have heard this, but she's a woman by the name of Carol Lawson. And Carol Lawson coined this term this year, or at least I heard it from her first, and it resonated with me. And this morning I was thinking about this class, and this seemed appropriate for them. And I think it bore itself out in the reflections in Ms. Soderberg's remarks. She tells her team to handle hard better. Handle hard better. She talked about you don't wait for things to get easier, because inevitably things do not get easier in life. Instead, you have to understand that you've developed and you're developing into a person that handles hard things better. You have to shift your thinking, she said, and you approach challenges knowing that you will handle them the best way you're able to in the moment. The challenges themselves creating you the ability to overcome them. My words to this 8th grade class as you move forward, class of 2027, just remember, handle hard better. On behalf of the middle school faculty, I want to say thank you again to all of you. We wish you the best. We are going to miss having this group of students in our hallways. We're going to miss their energy, their fervor, those funny looks that they give when I walk up on their hall in the morning. We're going to miss that, and we appreciate you all. And again, we wish you the best. Thank you.